Alright, good evening. We got Marianna and I here. We are at the Crew Cypress Dome Trails. So we're gonna go ahead. It's about 5 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, overcast. So this is where we are. We're right here right now. So last time we were here, we did this, then all the way around here, and then we did this loop again, I think. And we came back. It was about 6 miles. So yeah, we're gonna start here and we're gonna see where we go.
We're gonna film animals if we see animals.
Yeah. So last time we were here, we saw some pretty big gators. All right, so we've come to our first turn. This is where we start to turn in and get away from the road. It's like right now we've been walking parallel to the road. Now we're gonna take a left. So basically all we're doing is just following these green posts to stay on the green. The next one is right there. We are here now, so we've walked from here to here. So it's about half a mile from here to here. So we're gonna keep going through green, walk along the swamp for a while. Got a trail camera for FGC research, that's my school. So yeah, this trail is completely volunteer run. So no one's paid to take care of it. So it's all volunteers that come in and pick it up. So here's the swamp right there. So we're just walking parallel with it. And we'll see if there's a better open. All right, so right behind me is the water. So last time we were here, it was, like I said, January, and it was not as overgrown as it is now, but we saw like 10 gators. So we're gonna see if we can find some more, but it is overcast and it's just not hot out, so they're not gonna be as active, which honestly isn't a bad thing, but we're gonna see if we can find some, show you guys. So we are now here. So last time I checked in with you guys on the map, we were here, so we've walked about that. We are gonna keep going straight. But we're not going to do this big white loop. Alright, so now that we've switched, we're now going to be following the white markers. So here's some water right here. So we saw a really big gator right here once and it snuck up on it. This right here is prime gator territory. So all this, just we're walking along, is all flooded. So like usually it's not so much green, it's just water, so it's a lot more visibility, but now unfortunately it is completely grown over. So you can't even tell that's water. Alright, so as you guys can tell, it's super open through here. I don't see any gators. I bet on a sunny day it'd be a lot different. Right now they're all just hiding because they're cold-blooded. Oh, there's something right there. So gators are cold-blooded animals, so they need the sun to warm up, and without the sun, they're pretty much at rest. Here's another spot down a little farther where it opens up. Super pretty, super still water. Still water always gives me the creeps. There's a gator right there. See it moving. It sees us. Yeah. It's right there. It's looking at us right now. Yeah, he's probably a 6-7 footer. No joke intended. There we go, that's a good one. He's looking right at me. Alright, so I switched over to my phone camera now, so I can zoom in a little better because the GoPro doesn't zoom. But here he is sitting right there. There is one gator, pretty good size. Probably a 6-7 footer, so super cool. We actually heard him before we saw him. We heard him get in the water, and then we saw the leaves start getting pushed down, so super cool. So hopefully the footage turns out pretty good. so we've located another little opening, so I'm gonna go ahead and go check it out and see if we can find something. Yeah, nothing. It's this little island we found. Super cool. Oh, there's a gator. Super far up there. Alright, so there's a gator just roaming down there, which I just zoomed in with my phone. We're gonna go see if we can get closer to him. It's a great place for a swim. Alright, so we found another little opening. He's right there. Right there. I'm gonna zoom in with my phone again and give you guys that footage. Alright, so he should be right back in here. So I'm gonna try to take this little area through here and see if I can get to him. Okay, so right now we're here. I said we were gonna stop here, but we just kept going. So we're all the way down here, and now he kind of gonna cut in here and go through here, and we're gonna go till we can't. We were here during the dry season, and we got flooded out really fast. So we'll see how far we can make it, but we're here now. And this is where it gets super narrow. It's no longer a big road. It's just a little narrow pathway, just about as wide as your 2 feet. So this is where it gets fun. Alright, it's definitely been a couple days since anyone's walked this trail. There's a lot of spider webs. Little trick for you guys. 2 tricks. 1, have your girlfriend go first. And then 2, give your girlfriend a stick. So she doesn't get any spider webs, and I definitely don't get any spider webs. Alright, these are our stats right now. So we're at 1.89 miles in about an hour, which is extremely slow for us. Usually we can do about 3 miles an hour walking. But since we're taking our time trying to find gators and stuff, we're definitely walking at a slower pace. So once you get into the forest here, there's no more posts. We're following these white reflectors. I got them very regularly too. Here's another one, and then there's one at the tree straight ahead.
Where's Jumanji?
Hopefully that's not poisonous. The farther we get in, the worse the bugs get, which makes sense. But honestly, they're not as bad as I thought they'd be. But we're also both covered in bug spray, so. So right here we got a hoof. See, right there and right there. Marianna wants it to be a javelina, but I think it's a deer. Javelina is another word for hog. So that's what she wants to find. She's never seen a wild one. There's more hooves right here. It's definitely deer. Alright, so we're definitely hearing something out here. So I'm just going to keep recording and see if we can find something. So here's some more hoof prints right here, right there. We were both going to go ahead and come to the conclusion this is definitely hog. So what they do is they come in and they dig with their nose looking for stuff, and that causes them to uproot stuff, and this is just all roots. So we definitely both think it's hog. There's some more uprooting, just 10 feet from where we were earlier. Okay, so look, this is how you can tell if a hoof is old or not. You come through and you push next to it.
Oh, that's fresh.
And if it looks pretty similar, like there's no cracks around it or nothing, it's not dried up. So that's pretty fresh. Alright, we've come significantly far since the last time I showed you guys the map. I expected it to be flooded by now, but it hasn't been, so that's good. Alright, so it looks like I spoke a little too soon. I just filmed the video saying it was dry. And now we have hit the muddy part. Think so? definitely some hogs. I'm gonna keep going. Here's a footprint. It's the first footprint I've seen this whole time. Alright, we're just gonna stand still for a second and see if we can hear him again. The thing about hogs is they're pretty cool, but if they don't like you, they're gonna make it known. They'll run into you. They got tusks too, and they'll do some real damage. But yeah, otherwise they're pretty friendly. I mean, they're nice until you piss them off. Once you piss them off, they're not too nice, but that's like every animal and human, so. Okay, this is the first time it's really opened up in a minute. Even though it's overcast, it's still a lot brighter than it has been this whole trip. So super pretty. I think we have a little bit more to go, and then we should be back out on an open kind of road-like trail. Alright guys, we just found a snake. It's not a coral snake. I don't know the name of it. I'll put it on the screen.
His head is in the hole.
Yeah. So if red touches black, it's a friend of Jack. That means it's not poisonous. But if red touches yellow, kill a fellow, dead fellow. That's a coral snake. That's one of the most venomous snakes. Super cool, super small. Never seen one before. Alright, so we made it out of the new super narrow pathway. We're back on the yellow posts. But this is the way we're gonna go, and we're gonna take this the rest of the way back. We are 2.75 miles in. Alright, we've made it back to the green trail, so we're linking back up with the green trail. Alright, so we are now here. So we just completed this big white loop. Now we're here. So we started here, all the way through here to here. So now we're just gonna take the green back to the truck and we're gonna get out of here. Now we just take a right and we're gonna take this or back to the car. All right, well we made it back. We finished. Super good trail. I'm covered in bug spray, as you can see. But we saw alligators, we saw snakes, we saw a few birds, which I did not film. But overall, super good. Here's our final distance. We ended the trip with 3.65 miles and 2 hours and 4 minutes, which is not bad. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.